you can change the file formats for MP4 or for syncing to an iPod. Okay, so if we select the export match feature to the left hand side, this is where you can create video files for your staff, for your players, and even for your opponents that you may play during the season. And if you notice, you have a pop-up screen there. So we have some features here. The first one, export to CD burning. If we put the CD in to the drive, and by pressing start process, it will actually burn and create the CD. Another feature we have is export to a separate folder. By selecting that, it will highlight red. This way you can put the analysis on your computer. It will go into the Interplay video archive, and
what you need to do is just say,
so it will export the analysis, the entire match, with the IPS guest file. And what that is the Interplay Sports guest file, and that tells the system all the information. It tells the system all the start and end points. So what you can do with that is you can export it to the C drive, and it will be called PDA Castle 18 PDA 18 DVD. And with that file, you can then export that to a student's computer that also has the free player version of Interplay downloaded. Or you can just take the files and burn your own DVD. So it allows you to take the analysis, all the video files, and place them in your C drive in your computer. The next feature is move analysis to a server. And this particular feature is great. It will save you a lot of time, and if you don't want to deal with your creation of multiple DVDs, you can take the analysis immediately following a match if you are analyzing live at the game site, and then you can upload to a server if you have internet connection. And this particular one, we have the default server, which is the Interplay Sports server, and the server port number, and that of course is password protected. So within your university's IT department, if they allocate some space for you, you can upload the games to a server, and then your staff and or the students can download the Interplay Player version and then import the entire analysis into their computers. And that will also save you a lot of time, and it will give you a lot of information about the game. Any questions about that?
No, very clear.
Okay, so now if we press cancel process, that will of course stop the upload, and it will get us back to the main screen. The next feature, which is interesting, is export to USB stick. So with this feature, you can take the entire analysis and we can export it to the USB stick. And because Interplay compresses the files, a 6 GB stick will easily handle an entire match using the XVID codec that was downloaded on your system when you downloaded Interplay. So now you can take the USB stick with all the Interplay information, and an assistant coach or another staff coach who's downloaded the free player version can then import it into his computer, and he has the entire analysis. And what they will have is they will have the Interplay Player version is Showroom, Presentation, Media Maker, Media Import, and Compare. They will not have the ability to capture or play back. So they won't be able to capture the games, but they will see the entire analysis, which I think is a lot more dynamic than just watching a whole game via DVD. Any questions on that?
No, that's great.
And all that can be done following the match if you are analyzing the match live.
Oh, that's really interesting, Bert. So actually, from a live game, I could burn a CD, I could save it to my computer, I could upload it to our school's university's server, or I could put it on a USB stick so people can access it?
That's right. And of course, if you are doing live analysis, which the system is really made for that, it's the fastest way of doing it. It's the most efficient way of doing your analysis, and it will save you a lot of time.
Okay, so what about the clips and the edits that I did in presentation mode? About Castle number 11. What if I just wanted to make a movie just of those clips and get it to my assistant coach?
Okay, so if we look at the match, Castle 18, PDA 18, these are all the video files to the right. If we want to choose or see the groups of clips, if we press on the drop-down box and we select those, then you'll see that those were the groups of clips that you made in presentation mode. Attacking PDA clips, best PDA attacks, and Castle number 11. So we can view them. Now in order to actually create them with those particular start and endpoints for import to a student's computer, we use the next button to the left, which is we select Create Media Files. So now we have a new screen. We have all the video files to the right for the game, and if we look above Castle PDA, we'll see that we had 33 situations altogether that you tagged. We see the information is there, the grades, the variables, the start types, the attack types, all on those lines. If we move down to the bottom of the TV screen, here we see the list of the groups. So we have attacking PDA clips, we have best PDA attacks, and we have Castle number 11. So let's say we want to choose the attacking PDA clips. If we click it, it turns a darker blue color, and we can select that group. And now we look back up to the right. Those were the attacking PDA clips. So now you can actually create a file of just those groups of clips. If we look up to video type, we have selected MP4. If we click on and select that particular box, we can change the file format. So if we click on it, select it one more time, we have AVI, we have WMV, we have iPod, we have MP4, we have MPEG, which is great for Mac users, animated GIF, and Flash. So let's choose an MP4.
Alright, great. So MP4, that's great for iPods, correct?
That's right.
So I can create my selection and download it right to my iPod?
That's right. We've selected the attacking PDA clips, so let's kind of start with that one. And if we have chosen MP4, so that's ready to go. And basically all you need to do now is press Start Process. So now it's starting to make those particular files, and it will make them an MP4 file format. You notice that it's moving very quickly. It's not a problem with the speed. The computer is actually processing it quicker to save you time. So if the speed is jerky and it looks like it's in fast forward motion, well, then it's made to do that.
Okay, so it's obviously finished now. What is the pop-up screen? What does that mean?
Okay, what the system is telling you is where it is on your computer. And it will be in the Interplay Video Archive, which is in the C drive. And you click into there, and then it will store it in My Video Archive within the Interplay Video Archive. So let's take a look and find it. Okay, so if we close this pop-up window here, let's go ahead and find it in the computer. So now I'm going to minimize Interplay, and I'm going to go over to my computer. And now I'm going to go into the C drive, and here I'll find the Interplay system file, and to the right of that I have the Interplay Video Archive. This is where all my games are going to be stored, and all those files that I've created, namely this one, MP4 file. So now I go down the list and I find My Video Archive. So here I have AVI files. If I created AVI files with presentation groups, I have other downloads, I have iPod files, MP4 files, MPEG, QT movie files, there's other voice files for voiceovers, and WMV files. So we go to MP4. Now we see that the match is there, that Castle PDA tells me the particular size of this file, which is 17.5 megabyte of those particular groups of clips. And I go ahead and click on the game. Now it puts it into a common file, and there is where the actual video file is stored. And now if I click on it, QuickTime will now play it because it is a QuickTime file, which is MP4, and I can play it. And now this particular video file is ready to sync to an iPod. It's ready to go. And as you can see now, the speed is what it should be, and the video quality is what it should be from when it was creating it. It was creating it in a fast forward mode. And the system is designed that way, so it's that it saves you time. It tries to create those files very quickly.
Okay, so how do I upload this particular group of clips to our school server?
Yeah, it's the same process. First you would choose a group of clips, or you could choose all of them, for example, if you like. So once we choose one, we check the box, and we could choose another one.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and select all these. So, select that.
Okay, and that marks all of them. It checks the box for you. So that's a shortcut just for selecting all the presentation groups. And now, if we look to the left and choose FTP address, so now the IT department can assist you in uploading those to a server and or uploading to a website.
Okay, you mentioned that we can make a highlight film. How do we do that?
Okay, so that's the next feature. If we look on the left-hand side of the screen,